Hello and welcome back to Conquest Creations. Now Geordie's been on a hot winning streak against me, and today I'm going to put that to a stop.
So he's pretty trash apparently.
I've taken my Azog's Legion, which is allied with the dark powers of Dol Guldur. I've got the Keeper of the Dungeons as my leader. This guy's awesome. He's got a lot of damage output, but he can't take a hit back. And the big thing in my army is the Troll Brute. I love this thing, but people tend to kill it turn 1 or 2, so I really want to try to make it work this game, and we'll see if that can happen. The rest of my army is just a horde of Gundabads with some Berserkers.
G'day team, Geordie here from the Two Tales podcast. Look, I'm on an absolute heater of a winning streak against Jacob, so he's pretty trash apparently. So I'm going to keep that going. I brought a really cool 500 point Iron Hills. It's basically spam. So I'm trying to take advantage of the strength of the Iron Hill profile. So I've got the advantage there. I've got the fight value, and I'm wounding Jacob's models on 5s, whereas he's hitting me back on 6s. So in theory, I can really pull that one out with the strength of my troops. We've rolled up Seize the Prize, which I think is maybe a bit disadvantageous for dwarves, just in general.
And we're playing Seize the Prize in this game, which I am a fan of with this army, because Geordie has a lot more shooting than me, and I have some really fast Berserkers. Let's get into this game. The scenario that we're playing is Seize the Prize. The goal of this scenario is to take this objective in the middle. Any model can move into base contact with it, and on a 4-up, they pick it up and carry it around as a light object. You get points for holding the prize, you get more points if you have it on the enemy side of the table, and you get maximum points if you get it off their table edge. There's also points for wounding the enemy leader, as well as breaking them. So the board is set. Let's see that first turn priority roll off. I'm on a 5. Geordie, you're on a 3, so that goes to me. Are you going to call any heroics here?
I will call a heroic march, would you believe?
Yeah, fair enough. We do need to get to that objective. Now, I am faster than you, but I think I need to march as well. So I'll call it with my captain here. And that'll go to my move.
So something both myself and Jacob have done in Seize the Prize, because we know it's a bit of a bolt to the middle, we've both deployed very deliberately. So all of our army was deployed within 6 inches of the captain so that he can call the march and get everyone involved.
And here we are at the end of first turn move. Now, we're definitely going to be fighting over that objective. So this is a big priority roll-off because it means that whoever wins it is going to have a chance at picking up the prize first. Let's see it. I'm on a 2, you're on a 4. All right, I think I'm going to let you have this because if you pick it up, you have to stop, and that'll give me a chance to kill you and take it off you.
Yeah.
So a super important priority, and Geordie's going after this objective, but importantly, he wants to pick it up with someone who's going to be safe. So this dwarf went in, but got a 2, so the objective is there this turn. But he didn't want me to have a shot at it, so he had to throw his goat rider in front. And then with the rest of his troops, he's just marching forwards and forming that line. He knows in a shield wall to shield wall clash, he's going to have a much better outcome against me than I'll have against him. So he just wants to hold that line and hopefully grind through me. Now in my movement, I'm just trying to engage him as much as possible. My Berserkers are fight forward to attack, so they're hopefully going to be able to rip through the Iron Hills. Now the Troll Brute has a very powerful special rule that each time it charges, it inflicts a strength 10 hit. If it kills its opponent, it gets to keep going and do it again until it stops. So he started by taking out the Goat Rider, taking out another Iron Hills, which looks like it's opened up that objective for me. So then I've got a Berserker running in and seeing if I can pick it up, which I'll need a 4-up, and I haven't got it, so it's still in the ground. And here we are after the move phase. This is how a game's supposed to be. We're crashing straight into each other. And there's no heroics, so we're just going straight into the fights. Now this fight phase went pretty well for me overall. I didn't lose any of my Berserkers, and I actually managed to kill a dwarf, so I'm chipping through that horde. And priority this turn went to the evil. So, Geordie, what'd you do?
I've called a heroic move with the captain because it's pretty important that I try and tie up this particular gentleman. But we'll see how it goes.
All right, and I decided to counter that with my captain. So both of our captains are out of might. And if I win this roll off, my troll will get to move. So on a 1, 2, or 3, it goes evil. 4, 5, 6 goes good. And it's a 3. So my captain wasn't in the best position because he couldn't charge into combat, but that's okay. He just stayed where he was. And then importantly, I rolled to pick up the prize and I got a 5. So it's now in my possession. So after that, I'm going to go with the Troll Brute. I need to keep that Berserker who's holding the prize as safe as possible because if Geordie kills him, then Geordie gets the prize. Now my Troll Brute did pretty well here, smashing through a Dwarf and just getting into combat with the rest. Now on the other side, my fast Berserkers who are movement 8 are starting to wrap around and I'm getting the Keeper of the Dungeons into the fight. He's fight 5, strength 5 and burly, so he is perfect for cutting through the Iron Hills. And Geordie did respond just by adjusting his lines slightly to meet me, but this is well and truly a battle now. Importantly, he's exploiting a mistake I made. I left my Keeper of the Dungeons exposed, so he's put his Iron Hill captain in against him. And here we are at the start of the combat phase. Geordie, do you have any heroics to declare?
No, not right now. Do you?
All right, I do. I didn't realize the Keeper of the Dungeons was going to be able to be charged in there. So he is going to be calling a heroic strike.
I'm going to Master of Battle that bad boy.
All right, so you have Master of Battle on a 5-up. On a 5-up, you copy my heroic and get it for free. Let's see it.
Big 5.
Not good enough, thankfully, for the Keeper. All right, if there's no more, let's get into the fights. The fight phase started well for me, seeing 4 of Geordie's Iron Hills fail to kill one of my orcs. I was definitely happy about that because I was expecting to lose numbers. And importantly, my Berserker next to the one holding the prize managed to win his fight and kill his opponent. Around the rest of the table, I actually managed to win fights, and the ones that I lost, I just pushed back. But next up was the big one, my Keeper of the Dungeon with the higher fight value going up against Geordie's captain. I've got a banner.
True, that's true. Captain, yep.
Alright, all important banner reroll.
Oh, you bastard.
So, thankfully I have a banner because that was a huge turnaround and the Keeper of the Dungeons managed to slay the goat. And in there, the Keeper of the Dungeons survived, did a wound to the captain and killed his goat. Great result. And the next fight was my Troll Brute going up against Geordie's captain. The Troll Brute is only fight 5 with a defense of 6, so the captain is the same fight value and will wound it on 5s, which would mean bad things for me. But I managed to get lucky, win that fight, and I actually killed Geordie's captain. This Troll Brute is already doing really well for himself. Finally, my guy with the prize won his fight, so he's still alive. Cool. And that was a big turn for me. Everything went my way. My Berserker holding the prize won his fight. We killed the captain with the troll, and the Keeper of the Dungeons put some damage on the other captain. That takes us to priority. Geordie's going to need to be pretty tricky if he wants to pull this one out. I'm on a 3.
I'm on that. 1.
On a 1. Exactly what you needed. And Geordie, what have you done?
I have to call a heroic move, or Jacob runs away with that little prize there.
And I can't let Geordie do that, so I've called a heroic move with the Keeper. If I can win this roll-off, and I've been doing well on the roll-offs, I can tie him up, and then hopefully get the prize away and win this game. Big 50-50 roll-off here, and it goes to good.
Thank fuck.
So with Geordie's movement, he knows his priority number 1 is to kill this Berserker holding the prize. If he can do that, it doesn't matter how many of the rest of his guys die, he can still win the game. Elsewhere, they're just holding the line, tying up the Troll Brute, and making sure I won't be able to envelop him with my greater numbers that I now have. These Iron Hills are still much better than me at fighting, so they should start to win some of these fights and get some kills. As you can see, the battle line is looking pretty healthy on my side. So that is the end of the move. That takes us to the combat phase. Geordie, do you have any heroics to declare?
These two aren't actually fighting, so no, I do not.
All right. Well, neither do I. So we'll get straight into the fighting. We've both just got 1 might left, so we're going to be precious with it. And the lines were just clashing. It started out by me winning a fight, pushing back some Iron Hills, and then I lost a fight, but my Berserker managed to survive. Next up, Geordie did kill a Berserker using his captain, which is fair enough. The captain should be able to rip through them, and I think I've gotten lucky keeping as many of them alive as there still are. Next up was my Keeper of the Dungeons fighting a bunch of these dwarves, but I didn't manage to get the kill. Every time the Keeper of the Dungeon kills someone, he gets slightly more powerful, so I was a bit annoyed I didn't get that one. But hey, the battle's going well for me.
No wounds.
If only you had Ancient Enemy, Jordy. Ancient Enemy is so good.
What are you gonna do?
So I've just won the fight with the Troll Brute, and I'm going to barge using it. So I'm going to push those two dwarves back. And then it can go D6. Let's see how far it can go. Just a 1 inch. But that is all I need to go into this guy here. And I do a strength 10 hit on him. Can I kill him?
Nice.
No, sorry. A 5 will kill him. So, taking him out, and that frees up my Berserker holding the prize, so there's no risk of him dying. Now, the Troll Brute could have just killed that one dwarf, but doing this tactical play has meant that my objective is safe. So in the next turn, priority went to Geordie. Now, we both have 1 might left, and I could call it here and get my Berserker to escape, but I've decided not to because the Troll Brute should be able to help him out and keep him safe. So, that goes into the Dwarven move phase. Now, Geordie and I are both dangerously low on resources, but as long as each of us have 1 point of might, we only want to spend it if the other one of us is going to go out of might as well. So letting Geordie have it here just made sense. And that one dwarf has gone into the Troll Brute to help tie it up. And here we are at the end of the movement phase. There wasn't a heap of movement from Evil here because everyone was fighting in this big clash of lines. Again, no shooting, so that's going to take us into the combat. Now, it's interesting because my Keeper of the Dungeons is trapped in there and he is super weak defensively. So if he loses that fight, he'll probably die. But I don't want to strike because Geordie could master a battle it. So I'm just going to leave it up to chance there. And Geordie, you've got priority. Where do you want to start?
Yep, the key ones is to do this first and this first. So we'll do those.
All right. So do you want to start with the Berserker who's holding the prize fighting your dwarf?
Let's do it.
I'll set the bar on a 3. What have you got there?
5.
All right, I'll do my
chance.
banner reroll to a 2.
Woo.
So, Geordie, if you can get this wound, that's really bad for me. You'll take the prize.
Take the prize, baby.
And
no.
2 3s, not good enough. I'll just push back. That was a massive relief to hold on to it there. I did have a backup plan, but it's into the Keeper next. And the next fight is the Keeper of the Dungeons fighting Geordie's captain. We're both fight 5. I'm on 3s. You're on a 6.
Yeah.
All right. I need my banner reroll. It's a 4. So even with my last point of might, that's not good enough. So you've won that.
Big game. All right. All right.
All right. So you've got 8 dice, and they all need 5s to wound.
Orange, yes. Orange will be the captain.
Orange will be the captain. So there's a chance I survive. No, there's 3 wounds. So the Keeper of the Dungeons, my leader, is killed, and he still had 1 point of might, so that feels bad. But he is only the 2nd casualty in my army.
So that feels good.
Had to put that in. And you did hear that correctly. That was only my 2nd casualty. So things are going really well in the battle line. But Geordie now has a point of might on the table and I have absolutely none. So elsewhere, he was managing to win some fights here, just pushing me back, which is important progress for him. If he's not losing models, eventually he's going to grind through me. But some of these ones, he probably should have been getting kills, but wasn't quite getting the luck of the dice on his side. The Troll's won his fight, and he's barging. Let's see his distance. It's a 4, so he can potentially kill a lot of guys here. Now, his first one is going to be this guy. Kill him on a 3.
Nice.
Got him.
Keep going.
He's going to go into his mate, the crossbowman behind him, but failed to kill him. Okay, that's all right.
Because now we do a 5.
He comes out, and I'll wrap as far in as possible like that. So this Troll Brute is having a good day. He's managed to stomp several dwarves, and he followed that up by killing the next dwarf that he was fighting. And here we are at the end of the combat phase, meaning we're going into priority for next turn. I'd really like this one. I'm on a 5. Geordie's on a 4. Can't catch a break. Will you use the last point of might on the table here?
Yeah, I have to, but that really hamstrings me for next turn.
All right. Well, that'll go into your heroic move. And the captain, using his heroic to charge into the Troll Brute. So this guy's charged into the captain and the Berserker, hoping to kill the Berserker and take the prize. This is a long shot play for Geordie because he had to charge both the captain and Berserker there, meaning I've got great odds of winning that fight. But if I don't, he could easily get ahead and get the prize, which is the objective. If he gets that, he can still win this game. Everywhere else, I'm just tying him up with as many numbers as I can. And here we are at the end of the move. That's going to take us into combat. Now, the important one here is if this one dwarf gets lucky and wins that fight, he will be able to take the prize if he kills that berserker. So I don't want that to happen, but it's my priority, so I'll decide to start over on this side. I always like to leave the most important ones till last, so we started with these ones where I was massively outnumbering Geordie. Now this is just because there were several turns in a row where he didn't manage to chip my numbers down on this side, that I've ended up with several more models than him. Because of this, I've managed to get some traps, which makes it much more likely for me to be able to kill Geordie's dwarves. It's a huge advantage in there, and it started off successfully with me taking down 2 of the dwarves there, so there's just 1 left. Elsewhere, wherever I was getting traps, I was managing to get kills, which is huge because Geordie's running out of dwarves quickly now. And this is a big fight. It's my captain and berserker and spears all fighting against Geordie's dwarf. The winner, if he wins and kills me, he'll get the prize. So, Geordie, do you want to set the bar? You've got 2 attacks there.
Easy 6. Oh.
It's not good, but you do have a banner. I'll set my berserker. My berserker's already got the 6 for me.
That's fair. Banner.
Oh, yeah. And that doesn't look like a 6, so I will keep the prize.
Yeah,
and you'll be trapped in there. It's not a good day for that dwarf.
No, he's chilling.
He's still alive.
For now. Alright. He stopped killing.
He's no longer a dwarf. And the last fight of the turn is the troll fighting a horde of dwarves. I've got a 6 again. Alright. You're also on the 6.
We got the 6.
Now I've got priority, so it's a 50-50 roll off here.
Don't do this to me.
I really want this. Before this game, I was saying this troll's not very good, but if I get it, decision has been changed. Here we go. We want a 1, 2, or 3. Oh! Alright, so you can strike blows. Now, my troll is very low defense. He's only D6, so you need 5s to wound him, but he has 4 wounds. Let's see what you can do to him here. 1, 2.
Oh, only 2.
Only 2? He's halfway dead, though. And here's the board after the turn, taking us into priority for next turn. Geordie is 1 model away from breaking, and I've only lost 2 models so far. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see the priority rolls. I'm on a 5. It's good. No. You're on a 2. It's not so good. All right, let's clean up some dwarves. So the first thing in my move is my troll is going to charge into Geordie's captain, but at the same time, he's going to charge those other 2 Iron Hills. Now, usually charging 3 models is a bit sketchy, but because I fought them last turn, they would be in the perfect space for my base. So Geordie's captain is defense 8 with 1 fate. Can I put a wound on him? It's behind a tree. I can. Let's see the fate. No. So that's a captain dead. That's that troll's second captain. And then the crossbowman is dead.
Sure.
And the other guy
he's done it.
Dead. Now, people watching might think that this troll is the most broken thing in the game. I guarantee you this is the most it has ever done for me. All right, let's go some more. And first strike on the dwarf. Got him as well. And then on the next one, oh, it's behind the tripod. Oh my god, that's 2 more dwarves. I'll obviously charge into the next 2, so this one will be the banner. He's dead. Oh my god, the crossbow. He's dead.
Banner gets to go backwards at least.
Yep.
For now.
For now, I'll charge into the banner again next. He's dead again. Oh my god, and then...
This is over.
I'll get him. He's dead. Oh my god. And then, look, I think this one, I might be able to move after that.
Is this a tabling?
He's also dead.
This is a tabling.
Oh my god. I think
you've still got
I'll go him as the last one. I'll say I'm out of space there. Can I get him? Oh my god. How many did he just kill?
Like 8. No,
wow.
9, including your captain.
Wow. All right.
Just 9 3-ups in a row, nothing special.
So you got 2 guys left now.
I don't have 2, I thought I had 1. Oh, there he is. Nice.
So with the rest of my move, I obviously trapped Geordie's last 2 remaining dwarves, and this is my berserker with the objective now on Geordie's side of the table. Now, technically this game doesn't end until we're both courted or someone is unfortunately tabled. So Geordie, you still do have a chance here.
We're in it to win it.
Well, Jordy's not tabled this turn because he just won his fight and all of my guys have to push back. Damn it, I wanted it. And, alright, technically the game's not over. Jordy...
Mate, I reckon I got it.
Here we go.
Lucky rolls and I can win this.
Come on, what? That one dwarf priority, let's see it. I'm on a...
Alright, that didn't go as expected. No, you know what? It did. I let Jacob win, so, you know, I just wanted to give him that one.
And what a game. That is Jordy's winning streak put to an end. I put him back in my place. He's not allowed to come onto my channel and beat me every time. That Troll Brute absolutely performed. I don't think I've ever seen it kill that many models before. So I'm definitely going to be using it more after seeing what it can do in that game. Thanks for watching.